Guys, what's up? It is me, Tim, here with 8-Bit Chicken, and today it's raining. So let's see what that is all about. So we're going to do a brief walk around. I'm going to show you the garden in the rain still because I don't really care about the rain. It's not raining too hard. We're going to do a rain gauge update. I'm going to show you the hops. I'm going to show you the grapes, the cherries that are on the trees. I'm going to give you an update on these guys back here, these chickens. So let's go ahead and get our faces wet because we all know when it rains, it pours. So you probably can catch the rain. I don't know. We'll see. But it is definitely raining out here. Hey, what's up, guys? Thanks for joining in. I'm getting myself wet for the love of YouTube. We have thunderstorms all last week and we're forecast to get more rain today and tomorrow and clear back up. So we're going to do a bit of a garden update and do all that fun stuff. I'm going to show you the amount of rain we've gotten this week. And we are at 1 inch. All right. Yep. Just over an inch of rain, just slightly. It's our old rain gauge. I'm going to dump that out. Let's start doing our rain updates during the week. So, let's go ahead and go in the garden, see what's going on. We laid down some cardboard to kill some of the grass and kind of get started because our eventual plan is to mulch all this. I already got in contact with the local mulch company and they're just going to give me some of their crappy stuff for real cheap. So start over here with the hops. Dun 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 dun. If I don't fall. These guys are doing pretty solid. These are my Cascade hops. As you see, they're doing really awesome. And they'll grow up down that wire. Tomatoes and pepper plants just kind of hanging out in there. Put some cardboard down too. The week of cardboard. The tomatoes are growing just fine. We harvested some of this rhubarb last week and we made this super delicious rhubarb barbecue sauce that tastes like a blend of open pit and sweet baby rays. Delicious. Our strawberries, these are the first rounds that are going to come up. As you see, they're coming through here pretty nicely. Get closer on these plants. Go through here. We got some zucchini going on in here. We got this bed finally cleaned out. We're getting this killed off here so we can plant there. Here are my Hollatower hops. Ooh, 4 people at one time. That's a new live record. Here's the Hollatower hops. We're doing pretty good. And then down here, you see the nuggets. They're climbing just nicely up there. There's some sort of peppers here. These guys here are radishes. I weeded this out yesterday, and we got some carrots over there. Let's keep on moving. Hey, Steve, what's going on? More tomatoes down here in these cages. Let's see. Got an app blocking my face. More strawberries down through this patch here. Nice. I love container gardening. Those are my potato towers. I didn't do anything with them this year, and I actually got these 2 guys I want to fill up. And do some. I think I want to turn one of them into a garlic patch. Some onions back in there. Got some lettuces and some greens growing in here. We're actually getting on top of things now. This is where our season's finally starting. Make sure you guys hit that like button. That is always appreciated, and it helps me keep doing these live episodes, getting feedback, everything going on. More tomato plants, or tomato strawberries. Prepping for tomorrow's brew day. Imperial Amber, I've never heard of that. I mean, I would assume it would just be a larger grain bill on an amber. And amber has been kind of like one of those beers I want to do because it's It's a real nice standard to have. It's a nice malty standard. Yeah, let me know how that turns out. This Wednesday, I finally, after telling you guys for 3 weeks, I finally have it scheduled to go live, the Brewer's Best box to glass beer kit. So keep an eye on that. And then I ordered another one that hopefully I'll be brewing this week for its Adventures in Home Brewing Fruit Wheat Ale. So that'll be the next box to glass I'll do. And if you want a different one, go ahead and comment it in there. I know you had mentioned, Steve, I think it was a mango IPA. I could, some sort of citrus IPA with fruit, if I'm not mistaken. Peas, which are flowering. Oh. Not to give you guys a bit of tunnel vision here. Now we're going to go over to the grapes and some more hops. I had transplanted the Cascades from over here initially to over there. So there's still a bit of a rhizome here going on. These are my grapes. If you went back and looked at last week compared to this week, these guys are starting to get little clusters on them. I need the rain to stop. Well, little spider web. Rain would stop. Super citrusy, light malt with the knockout. If you're not careful. I like that. I would assume anything Imperial is going to knock you out. More grapes. All kind of doing their thing. Here is my other plant down here. Weeded a little bit, kind of doing its thing, doing real nicely. So we're going to keep on moving. Wow, we've already been going for 6 minutes. This is basically killing off. This is where my corn's going to go. I want to do the, I think it's called the Three Sisters method, where you do corn, squash, and I want to say it's beans. Your beans climb up your corn, and your squash stays low to keep animals out of it, because it's prickly. So I'm going to try that Three Sisters method out for that. Oh, I just got rain in the eye. Ka-dun-dun-sh. Okay, it's not really raining too bad. Here's the cherry tree, which is exploding with cherries. Just to give you this cluster here, for example. As you see, they're all over this tree. Jump from this branch to this branch. Bunch up in there. So this, tomorrow's Tuesday. Tomorrow I get the netting for that, so I will be netting that one up tomorrow. Now is a good time to start doing it before the birds get active. Yeah, dude, I can't wait. And that's not even it. I have a whole nother cherry tree back here. I did a really nice cherry wheat with these last year. And this year I think I'm going to maybe make a mead, or if I get enough, make a wine. I know the wife's going to want some frozen. But as you see, these here are antique giant cherries. Let's see if I can get a better image there. There's a bunch in there. They're all over. This tree is really a second year. I planted it at the end of fall 2.5 years ago. So that is that. And there's an elderberry bush. I guess I should show that. So yeah, get this elderberry bush. Hopefully I want to get that caged off because the birds got to it last year and tore it apart. Deer trampled it, so gotta get that going. The apples are out of bloom this week. That's how fast fruit goes, man. It's crazy. Show you some of this asparagus. This is a long one. Who cares? We haven't even got to the fun stuff on why this episode is called When It Rains. This week was interesting. As you see, my grass is super long. There's your hint. I tried to cut it before all this rain came, and I was without success. I do have a new rig coming for this, so I won't be holding it with just my camera in my hand. But check this out. Some purple asparagus. This has to get cut tonight. I'll probably come back out here before it goes to seed. Like this guy here has already gone to seed, which is fine because it's so thin. But this one here, that one there will work out great. So, trying to avoid dog crap while I'm walking through the yard over here. Sounds like my wife is watching me live. She's watching me live in the house while I'm walking in the rain like a madman. That's our little butterfly garden. There's blueberries. They had some flowers on them. Don't expect much. Gone to seed just because of all that rain. Raspberries are blooming. I don't know if you can see these little blooms on here. All this stuff is starting to bloom, which I'm super stoked for. I need to get another variety put somewhere else. So we'll go in here into the garage, out of the rain, into some better light, so you can see my big round head. Show you these chickens. Look at that. These guys are wild. These barred rocks, for those who don't know, it's black and white ones. I had them out yesterday in a dog cage right here. Pretty standard dog cage. In the grass, shaded, just so they can get used to scratching, pecking, all that fun stuff. And every time I went to grab one out, another one of those barred rocks would jump out of the cage. And I would have to chase it. And these little buggers are fast. I mean, it came running through here, through my garage, under my beetle. I don't know if you guys know I have a 69 beetle, but it came running under my beetle. I finally caught it. And then the other one came in, went crazy, went back here, ran through my garbage cans. I had to block it off with a broom so I could stop it from running into that massive raspberry patch. I guess not really massive, but running into that raspberry patch, which have been a giant pain to get them out of. But I think I finally decided these are all hens. And I think I have Buff Orpingtons. I'm not, we'll just say those are Buff Orpingtons. I'm not going to give you a percentage because I'm almost 100% sure. I'll do my weekly because these guys are crazy. They're pretty good birds. I especially like the buffs. The buffs are my favorite breed. So, they're real friendly, real easy with kids. I had some barred rocks before, and they were great birds. A little flighty, but other than that, they're great birds. So now on to the fun stuff. On the when it rains, it pours. So I have this. I'll walk you out here. So I'm cutting my grass. My yard's not overly big. It's about 1.5 acres. And cutting through here. That's my front yard. And up there, I have a manhole cover. And right here, I have a manhole cover. And as you see, I hit said manhole cover with my mower. Right there. See that big gash? My blade, it stopped my mower flat. Usually when I get to that part, I will lift my blade real fast up into the 6th position on my deck and then drop it back down as I go over. And I'll come back and weed whack it. In a rush, for whatever reason, and I slammed right into that thing. And I did it one before, a couple years ago. And all that happened was my deck bent and I just had to bang it out with a hammer. No big deal, right? So this time I get to it and I'm banging it out with a hammer. I'm like, this is good. Rotating the blades. Everything seems fine. I rotated them by hand. I get it on it and I go to mow. Tinging metal everywhere. I'm like, what the hell? So I go back at it and I start hammering it. I jack it up. And I'm beating the crap out of this mower deck. You know, like a standard redneck would do. And there it goes. I turn it on and I start cutting. My wife's like, you're scaring the dogs. You got to stop cutting with that thing. So I went to my other mower, which I haven't used in 2 years, probably 2 years. And so I go to get that, and I pull it out, and I put the battery in it, and it's cranking over, so I know it's getting, it's getting compression and spark because I put a little starter fluid in there, and it's cranking, and it just dies. So, okay, this is either bad gas because it's been in there for a while, or it's bad carburetor. Carburetor needs complaint. So I pull out the carburetor, I clean it out, I put gas in there, I put, a gas additive to it. I can't think of the name right now, so that's what I'm going to call it. And sure as crap, it starts right up. I'm like, oh, this is great. Now I'm going to be able to cut my grass. It'll be a little wet, but if I can do half the back, so as you see, this is my backyard. That's my house. It's my neighbor's fence line. my chicken coop. My yard. So, so I get back there and I kick it on and I'm going. And I make about one pass, probably about 50 feet, and the blades disengage on me. I was like, you have got to be kidding me. So when it rains, it pours. I'll tell you what, I was so mad. When I first hit it, I came out and I had push mowed my entire yard. I have just this little 24-inch push mower that's like a yard machine, nothing crazy. And I push mowed my whole damn yard because I was so frustrated. But then I got that John Deere going, and then it didn't want to work. It disengaged on me. So I tried it again and tried it again, nothing. So I think the cable's bad on the engage arm. Oh, funny thing is, oh, the chickens must have been out here kicking all my mulch on my garden beds. So whatever. Don't let life get you down. It's just small things. I got to fix 2 mowers. I ordered the blades for the other one because the blades are pretty much bent. There's no bending them back. It is what it is. I'm going to brew some beer this week. I might make some wine. I think I'm going to do a video on how to make apple wine. I have an abundance of some juice downstairs that I like to do. I found this really crazy thing with a white mead, which I had mentioned last week. They might try. I got a really cool new book I'm going to try some stuff out of. It's called Booze for Free, and it's about foraging, and you can make, you know, like flavored vodkas and stuff. It's not like how to flavor your vodkas and then foraging for things like dandelions or crab apples and making wine out of them. So I'm going to do some stuff for that. And I think that is what is going on. So I'm going to open up this last bit here for questions. I'll give you guys about 5 minutes, and then I probably have to get back in to the house. So if you guys have anything. Oh, here's the other one that engaged and then stopped. Oh, Four Hearts Ranch. What's going on, bud? How's those goats doing down there at the ranch? If I remember right, you had some crazy goat action. I think it's been a while since I've been over to your channel. Last time I remember, you were doing a big, huge clearing in the fall last year. So I'm sure that is way past done. Look at all that water on my glasses. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on. These chickens are getting big. So I'm still a little cold here at nighttime. Next week they should be able to be out in the 65, 70s. They should be fully feathered around 6 weeks. So next week I'll get them hopefully in the tractor, because they're kind of getting too big for that brooder anymore. But it's still a little too cold for them to be outside by themselves at nighttime. But I gotta get my tractor situated. Someone else gave me the and I'm not happy with the design. It doesn't move easily, so I'm gonna put an extension on the back and double up the wheels, put some nicer wheels so it floats better. I'm gonna put these guys in a chicken tractor. I just have to get to that point. I will say I was all for those who don't know, my wife and I are having another child in August, and I wanted to do meat birds this year. I wanted to do I was going to get 20 or 30 Rangers. I was going to do rainbow Rangers. I'm not a big fan of the broilers. No, that's not all the chickens I have. I'll do one more. I got, maybe you missed out in the other episodes. I'll go back to my coop. Good point. I usually show that. But yeah, I was going to do like 20 or 30 Rainbow Ranger meat birds, and I was going to buy a plucker. I was going to go all out and do all my own meat for chickens this year, because I already do pork. And I want to do chickens, and I usually, my brother-in-law does beef, so I just buy the beef off him at a reasonable price. But with our child expected in August, meat birds usually take, whoa, I got a big water glob on the camera. Meat birds usually take somewhere around 8 to 12 weeks. 15 for Rainbow Rangers. Rain's starting to come down. So I kind of put that off until next year. Next year I'm gonna do meat birds. I'm gonna get into honeybees. And there ain't nothing stopping me. There are some of them. It's a little dark back here. Let's see. Yeah, it's a little too dark. I have 6 birds in this coop. The coop is 6 foot by 8 foot. The ramp is down there, and they go up in that way instead of just a regular door. And I pull that shut, and here's my run. There's wire under the whole thing. Nothing can get in. You know what causes pregnancy, right? Yeah, I go on vacations or in work trips, and when I come back, my wife's pregnant. Not sure what happens. No, we always said when we had kids, we were going to go 1, 2, 3, have them all close, and get it done and over with. So my wife and I have been together for high school sweethearts, 14, 15 years all together. Married for, let's see, here's 2013, so 5 years this October. So yeah, we've been together a while, but we always said when we had kids, it was going to be 1, 2, 3 real fast. So this will be our last one. 2 boys, hopefully another boy. Not sure I can handle a girl. So, yep, so I have those 6 birds back there, and I have 6 birds up here. And that'll put me at, right, if I have 6 up here? No, I have 5 up here. So that'd put me at 11. That's a good number for the size coop I have. Next year I might expand that coop and run. So, and I think that's about it, guys. I am going to go inside and dry off. If you have any questions, go ahead and throw them out. I'll give you about, ooh, excuse me, give you about a minute or so. Next week I'll have I bought a new radio thing so I can carry it easier. I can put my microphone on here, and I can put a light. Sometimes the light gets a little wonky. So, guys, about another minute. Let's see if you guys have any questions or anything. Nice to see you again. Thanks for the update. Yeah, always a pleasure to join in or seeing you. Your crazy video that you just did was just random snippets. I mean, that steak and those sauteed shrimp. I don't know why I've never heard of sauteed shrimp. I probably had them at a restaurant. But man, did that look good. Yeah, it was. All right, guys, with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And if you will, share this video with some friends who you think will enjoy it. Or go on my channel and share some other videos. I'm just a lonely YouTuber trying to get up there. So, cheers. Thanks for watching.